No, hear it from the front of the car when they were little kids.
Oh, okay.
I've heard a lot of animated movies.
You know, I didn't imagine that. Acting was a way to get out of the house. It wasn't really like a passion when I was a kid. It was something that I was already doing at home.
In the complex, often contradictory, and undeniably captivating realm of Hollywood, where a carefully crafted public persona can either make or break a career, and where a whisper of negativity can quickly transform into a full-blown media firestorm, the set of the upcoming film If became the unexpected and somewhat unwelcome center of a rapidly spreading rumor. This rumor, which involves two beloved comedic actors, the ever-affable Steve Carell and the quick-witted and charming Ryan Reynolds, has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. The story alleges that Carell has exposed a toxic work environment. This, if accurate, could seriously impact their public images. Before we delve further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and leave your comments below. We love hearing from you, and your insights help us create better content. For years, the world of Hollywood has been no stranger to rumors. Tales of secret on-set tensions often surface. The latest story, however, to dominate social media and to capture the attention of fans and industry observers alike, involves Steve Carell and Ryan Reynolds, two actors who have cultivated throughout their respective careers generally positive reputations. This positive image is not just a matter of perception, it is a carefully crafted brand. The story, as it is being told, claims that Steve Carell has exposed a toxic work environment on the set of the movie If, in which Ryan Reynolds had a significant level of involvement. The suggestion of such a dynamic is shocking. The very suggestion has caught many off guard, leading to immediate and widespread speculation as to whether there might be any truth behind the claims, or if instead, this is simply another internet myth that has become wildly blown out of proportion, as so often happens in the digital age. In this instance, however, the story has a number of factors that have made it more believable.
I would say that they're more surprises because they have beginnings, middles, and ends. They're not like, it's not just like a, hey, there's the person and we move on. It's they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said it just earlier, but I wanted to go back on that. You think that this might be the greatest film that you've...
I mean, look, most of the time when the movie is this much fun to make, you out bad.
At the heart of the rumor, and the source of its initial shock value, is the allegation that Steve Carell made comments about Ryan Reynolds cultivating a demanding and, in some tellings, even a toxic atmosphere while the two worked together on If. Different iterations of the story, some of which have been shared widely, have attempted to offer additional detail. Some versions of the rumor claim that Steve, during the filming, witnessed specific instances in which members of the crew were allegedly belittled or treated unfairly. Other variations, in contrast, have focused on the creative aspects of the production, suggesting that differences of opinion regarding comedic direction or performance styles had escalated to uncomfortable levels, creating a tense and unpleasant atmosphere on set. Some versions of the rumor also claim that the atmosphere was such that it was, in fact, difficult to work. Regardless of the precise version, the central theme remains the same: that Ryan Reynolds, who has, for years, been a comedic and friendly presence in front of the camera, and by all public accounts off-camera as well, was not so welcoming, easygoing, or positive in his role behind the camera. The impact on public opinion is the major concern here. This is, of course, something that is very unusual and what has led so many people to wonder what the truth might be. The mere suggestion of such a scenario, that these two actors, each known for a generally affable and professional demeanor, would clash so dramatically, seems, on the face of it, quite bizarre, yet the story persists. The story, as it has continued to evolve, has also created a need to reevaluate the public's perception.
Well, that is also accurate and weirdly high praise as well. It was just one of those things. It felt like a live-action Pixar movie. It was something that, I wanted to do something where nobody was being stabbed in the face.
Yes.
There was almost no blood at all. I think I got a little paper cut on the movie. That was about it. And something that my kids can watch, but also, as a parent, too, you want the parents need to get punched right in the heart as well.
The film, If, was announced with considerable excitement. It had a strong cast, which created great anticipation. The premise, as it was teased in early promotional materials, was expected to be whimsical and yet also heartfelt, very much in line with the comedic approach that audiences would have come to anticipate from both John Krasinski and Ryan Reynolds, both of whom have long track records of success. The film, it was felt, would generate curiosity and anticipation. Initial glimpses of set life gleaned from social media or press snippets showed a seemingly happy environment. The reality of Hollywood is that things can change.
My relationship with my father, which was very complicated and difficult. My dad was a very I come from a middle class, kind of blue collar home, and my dad was just of that generation where it's just like he was Clint Eastwood, less is more. Simple grunts is how he communicated.
Okay, gotcha.
I think people tell themselves stories, and this sort of comes back to your worldview that you just mentioned about.
No, hear it from the front of the car when they were little kids.
Oh, okay.
I've heard a lot of animated.
You know, I didn't imagine that. Acting was a way to get out of the house. It wasn't really like a passion when I was a kid. It was something that I was already doing at home.
I would say that they're more surprises because they have beginnings, middles, and ends. They're not like, it's not just like a, hey, there's the person and we move on. It's they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said it just earlier, but I wanted to go back on that. You think that this might be the greatest film that you've...
I mean, look, most of the time when the movie is this much fun to make, you up bad.
In closer inspection, it can be stated that there is no verified interview or quote in which Steve Carell has explicitly and directly accused Ryan Reynolds of running a toxic set. Attempts to find a credible source for these claims often lead to pages that merely recycle the same unsubstantiated rumor from other completely unverified social media posts. In the current age, however, of the ever-expanding viral rumor, that is sometimes sadly all it takes. A compelling headline, however inaccurate it may be, can be enough to generate clicks and to generate an initial and often inaccurate narrative, and the story then grows. If you are enjoying this deep dive into the world of Hollywood drama, remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment below.